First, we dump all the contents of the worm bin onto a tarp and try to separate out any recent food scraps and newspaper strips that haven't decomposed yet, leaving just worms and their poop. That's the vermicast. Next, we divide the mound into several smaller piles and wait a while for the worms, who don't like light, to crawl to the center of each pile. While we wait, we fill the empty bin with new bedding for the worms. I like to put a layer of burlap on the bottom, and then on top of that, a thick, fluffy layer of coconut coir mixed with strips of newspaper. Once the worms crawl to the center of each pile, it's pretty simple to slowly scrape away vermicast from the surface, making sure we pick out any worm stragglers and toss them into their new bedding. We find things like seeds and skins that the worms haven't been able to eat. We toss these. We also run into quite a few fruit fly larvae. We try to ignore them. At the center of each pile, the worms have clumped together into a creepy, writhing ball of worminess. They go back into the bin. Once all the piles have been sorted through, we add back in any food scraps that the worms could still eat, and cover the whole thing with a layer of moist newspaper strips. Now the worms are ready to go back to work in their new bin, and we've got a bucket of super rich soil to use in the garden.